Yo, what's good, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry SISTAS review. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, then you already know what it is and what it always will be. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody if you choose to. But if not, just sit back, relax while we get into this messy thing. We made it, y'all. Okay, this is season 7, episode 22. Trailer breakdown for the season finale. And I believe the episode is entitled Had It Coming, which leads me to believe that Gary is gonna die. And let me just say, it's gonna be a joyful day. Oh, can I get an amen? Amen. So let's get into this thing. So we see Miss Marie and Hayden, and at this point, I really want to know, what is Miss Marie's issue? Normally, when people are getting good sex, they are in wonderful moods. You know, the euphoria of it, just the pleasure that you're receiving puts you in a great mood. With Miss Marie, her great mood seems to last about a good 15 minutes. Okay? About a good 15 minutes, and then she's right back into being an itch with the B in front. Because at this point, man, what do you want? So we see her asking Hayden, is she going to be able to keep her empire, or has he effed up her money? Well, ma'am, if you weren't so busy effing him, then maybe you would have more of a bearings on what's happening with your money as well as your empire. Because I have never met a billionaire who has been so consumed with premature penis that you run around here hopping and skipping and trying to fight somebody in a law firm, yet and still you want to act as if you're so prestigious. You need to pick a side, Miss Marie. Do you want to be a thought, or do you want to be a boss? Do you want to be that hoe over there, or do you want to be viewed and valued as someone who has substantial worth? Because right now, I can't tell which one you are, ma'am. But I'm leading more so to the thought. That's how I view Miss Marie, Miss Billionaire. Moving right on along, the sisters are having a come to Jesus meeting about Andy, mainly because, just like us, the audience, they are beginning to realize that none of this stuff makes sense. It makes no sense for Andy to leave a loving, happy relationship with Jordan and get back entangled with Gary. So they know that it's more to the story, and I'm interested in seeing how the revelation is going to come to them as far as Gary being the one who is forcing Andy to marry him. Because like I said, none of this makes sense for her to leave Jordan and get back with an abuser, with a controller, with a manipulator. It just doesn't make sense. But then again, it is Andy. So it might not be so far-fetched. I'm just saying, you got to call a spade a spade. But I am glad that they're coming together, trying to make sense of it and trying to save their friend. As it seems to be every season, they have to try to save Andy's ass. Let somebody else be saved. I'm not saying that I'm enjoying watching her, squirm and going through this mess. But every damn season, I've realized Andy is the sister on the chopping block. She is the one who has to be saved. And it's always because of Gary. Girl, let somebody else be saved in this show. Goodness gracious. Andy? But moving right along from that, this is where things just take a turn for me. So y'all bear with me if I be a little long-winded on this particular part. I'm going to try to keep it cute and not long, but we're just going to let the Lord have his way, okay? Okay. Now we see Fatima, and she's telling Zach that she went to go see Gary, and things got physical. And of course, Zach responded just like any other man would respond after his woman tells him that another man put his hands on her. Now, this is one of my major issues amongst many that I have with the character of Fatima. Now, Fatima will go out and do something without thinking. Let me just stop right there for a moment. She will do things without thinking. Number one, ma'am, you're in law school. You are a paralegal or an assistant. I don't even know what her title is anymore. And not only that, you are taking care of a child. I'm going to need you to be more aware of the things that you're doing that could possibly land you in jail, that could possibly get you to lose your job, and that could possibly put Zach in a position to lose his child. You cannot be out here recklessly running up on people. You can't be out here recklessly thinking you big bad muff bow and you could just do what you want when it comes to other people. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. But going back to what I'm saying, she will do things without thinking it through. And then she will tell Zach about it, then act shocked or unreasonable about his response. And I'm thinking, what the hell did you think he was going to do? What the hell did you think his response was going to be after telling him that another man put his hands on you, Fatima? And my thoughts are just maybe, sis, you know, it's not hard, but just maybe if you weren't sticking your nose in Andy's affairs and you would mind the business that pays you, you wouldn't be in this situation. And no one should be shocked if you approach a man with that type of energy, then you just get whatever you get. Fatima has been pushing her weight around season after season. And no, I am not an advocate for a man putting his hands on a woman. However, keep your hands to your damn self. Keep them to your damn self. Just like I don't want a man putting his hands on a woman, I don't want a woman putting her hands on a man. I have brothers, and I don't want any woman out here to feel like I could just put my hands on him because I don't like what he's saying. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like how he's treating me. Then leave the bastard. But I got 3 brothers. Don't put your hands on them. Please, I don't want them to put their hands on you, but keep your hands to your damn self. That's why I am a person who believes don't put your hand on nobody, kids. Don't touch nobody, child, because if they touch your ass back, then damn it, you just get touched. Let this be a prime example, because where did we see Fatima land? Straight on her ass. Straight in the concrete jungle, right in front of Gary's damn building. Stop it, sis. Stop it. Now, we kind of already suspected and we already knew that this was nothing more than a setup for Fatima to be able to call Madam and try to have her rectify this situation or just get rid of Gary once and for all. And a lot of people, you know, are here for Fatima calling Madam. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I wish Tyler would have never introduced Madam as Fatima's cousin, because every time she get in something, the fandom is saying, you need to call Madam. You need to call Madam. Why? Madam is minding her own business on all the Queen's men. Now you got her coming over to Sisters because you don't know how to keep your tail home. And I think me and Erica Vane had a great conversation, a great dialogue about the character of Fatima, because as I was watching last night's episode, my mindset really was, what is Fatima trying to prove to Andy? That you are a better friend? Like, what is it? And Erica brought up a great point about, you know, Fatima, you know, this need that she has. And it's all about self, that feeling of inadequacy, or maybe feeling you're not worthy of something if you're not fixing someone's life, if you're not trying to make them better. And Fatima does this even to the detriment of herself. When I look at a character like Andy, I've always stated, she's not a great friend to me. Like, to me, Andy is not a great friend. And even more when it comes to Fatima, I know a lot of people are pro the friendship between Fatima and Andy, but I feel it is such an unbalanced relationship. A relationship, a friendship should be a mutual beneficial relationship. Mutual beneficial connection. And I don't see that with Fatima and Andy. If anything, I'm not even sure why Fatima feels such disconnection with Andy. I really don't. Because other than Andy getting her promotion and giving Fatima a promotion and I believe a raise, what else has Andy done? And to the people who are blaming Andy for Fatima being in this situation with Gary, it's not Andy's fault. Andy didn't ask her to do anything. Andy didn't ask her to go and approach Gary or try to make this, you know, clean up this mess. Fatima is the one who said he's not going to get away with this and barged out of Andy's office. Why you never at work, ma'am? Why you always leaving? I said, Fatima, I'm going to need you to do better. I'm going to need you to stop trying to clean up Andy's mess. She's a grown woman. You got enough stuff at home, sis. You don't need to be in Andy business, not this deep. I don't know. And maybe it's just a personal thing for me. I do understand rioting for your friends, and I do understand being there for your friends and being an advocate for your friends. But when you are getting too involved and you just doing a little too damn much, it gives me reason to kind of look at you sideways. That's just me. That's just my own personal thing. And I really just don't like how the writers have turned Fatima into the I'm gonna go get my cousin chick. You do stuff, you do something, you get wrapped up in something, and tell the other person, don't make me go get my cousin. I'm going to go get my cousin. Do you know who my cousin is? I can't stand chicks like that. I'm going to go get my cousin chick. I don't like y'all. Not that I don't like y'all. I just don't. I have an issue when people do that. You know, you stand firm in your mess. If you going to get your ass beat, you just get your ass beat. Why you got to go get your cousin? But let me move on along from that. But I just really, in all honesty, in all seriousness, I just really would love to see the character of Fatima just be still. Just be still. You're in law school and you're failing out of law school. I need you to get back on track with the things that you want to do in life. Minus Zach, minus Andy, minus everything that you have going on. Center yourself. And be better for you and not for anyone else. Stop getting involved in mess that just don't have nothing to do with you. So moving right along, y'all. Hayden, why are you crying, sir? Why are you snot nose crying on my screen right now? Hayden has been having sex with Miss Marie consistently. And then he has all the audacity to be crying about Tamara having sex with Gary. Sir, you can miss me. You can all the way miss me. I don't feel bad for you. I don't. I literally had me a nice chuckle. Y'all, this man is real deal crying, snot dripping from his nose, tears flowing from his eyes. Oh, well. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Hayden can't keep his penis in his pants, and Tamara can't keep her legs closed. So for me, I'm going to say they even. I'm going to say y'all even. Y'all cancel out each other. You doing dirty. She doing dirty. You should be ashamed. She should be ashamed too. Okay, mostly you should be ashamed because you having sex with a client and you having sex with the elderly. Okay? Geriatric sex. That's what you're doing, Hayden. So you should be ashamed of yourself, sir. You really should. Y'all, I'm so ready for this season finale. This was the trailer that was after the episode, but I'm going to release other videos for, I believe they released 2 more, a trailer and a preview. An extended preview. So I'm going to do those. But, like always, I want to thank you guys for listening. And until next time, I will holler at y'all later. And y'all be safe out there.